Hi, it's Chris with Implied Music, and you guys know that I love Audio Brewers. Well, their new instrument, Crescent, is worth a look. Let's dig in today. Well, you guys maybe know that I love Audio Brewers. I like their weird pianos and their percussion library. Ashe is weird and terrific. I mean, just a lot of really good things going on with this company. They seem to program and build instruments to suit a peculiar and particular and kind of delightful to me set of needs. Well, that's kind of a nice recipe for success. And what they've pursued here, what Alessandro has kind of dug into here, is a real-time polyphonic legato. In addition to the terrific polyphonic legato patches, all of which you can see listed here in their original core legato patch, there are individual articulations for both legato and things like pitzes and just the regular sort of like non-legato patches. There's a lot of content here. It's all terrific. We've got a crescent of cellists arranged in front of us. And if I just go ahead and blast out this beautiful G minor major 7 chord, you can hear it's terrific, right? So this is the Bernard Herrmann sound in a nutshell. Now, this sound, this minor major 7 chord, is best if it has a little animation on it. Did you see what my hand did? And did you hear how this note had a little portamento back and forward? Now, I've never played a string instrument that can do that. It is so cool. How about that, huh? That is unique. A harder attack will give me a slightly different time in the portamento. Soft attack. Slower, fast attack. Faster. And it means it's really playable. Now, right there, I was playing a single line and I split the desk. I added a second instrument on the fly in real time, and I still got a beautiful legato expressive quality. That is fantastic. Well, let's listen to a couple of the other articulations here. Con sordino, in other words, with a mute. Same chord from before, but a different key signature. And even lower. And even lower. Now, you probably notice I have my 2 fingers on these sliders here, and you can see what's happening up in front. The dynamics and expression is changing, and I'm generally accustomed to recording my string parts this way with a single hand and a lot of motion on the sliders, so to speak. It's really the best way to get a dynamic, sort of moving effect. So flautando is a type of bowing effect where you lightly leave the bow on the strings and kind of draw it sort of rather quickly across, but not with almost no pressure at all. It's a kind of a beautiful sound, sort of transparent, but it has a kind of a thickness or a breathiness to it, kind of like the Brenda Vaccaro of string sounds. Sul tasto is bowing over the fretboard. And of course, marcato is a strong downward bow. Sul ponticello is bowing over the bridge, and you get an interesting sort of thin quality usually. One of the great qualities of this instrument is it's possible to change patches on the fly. Let's start sul ponticello. And I'm going to reach up and change to tremolo, and now every new note I add will be tremolo. Until now, everything's tremolo. You got to admit, that's killer, right? Sul ponticello, and then tremolo sul pont. Here we go. Grab the sustain pedal, change it. I'll tell you what, that is super satisfying for a player. Now, when you choose single articulations like this, you have a couple of options. For instance, right now, the pizzicato is set to velocity, so the harder I strike the key, the faster I strike the key, the louder it is. But I could just as easily say if I wanted to have an arpeggiator put in place here, and we do actually have an arpeggiator. Let's set it to these. So now I have, I can control that with the slider. That's pretty useful. I kind of think that's a nice effect. And, I think it's probably worth mentioning that there's a whole second folder here of spots. We've been hearing stereo mixes, and I'll tell you what, the spot sounds are, I don't know, perhaps a little intensive, but listen to how beautiful they sound and they work for us. So I'm going to go into the mixer, and you can see all the spots are active right now. And they're panned appropriately. And how beautiful a sound is that? It's really hard left and right. But let's say I wanted to just solo one of them. We'd hear it way over on the one side. Very clean, dry sound. And then over here as well, same thing. I can create my own mix, and additionally, if I care for it, let's come out of that. I could put put like special effects going over here. Each of these effect slots are potentially active within the mixer. See, reverb is in slot 3 there. I could add effects just to say, let's go to effect. This is the great thing about this, man. I love AudioBrewers for this alone. So here we go. Let's select an effect. Okay, a formant delay, and I'm going to turn the sequencer on. We're going to control the talking effect. Set the steps. You gotta love that, right? Okay, so right now it's on everybody, but I don't want it on everybody. I only want it on the left and the right. I want the middle to be empty, so turn it off. And then I can mix these back. Beautiful. Man, it's so playable, right? So you know what a Bartok pitz is, right? Slap, crapple, crap. And of course, cellos go down low. They're stretched. I think that aqua color here, I think that's stretched. And C technically would be the only string you'd have, the lowest string. you know, I'm trying to wrap this up, but of course I can't. They're just playing freely across the strings, sliding their hands up and down the strings. Wonder what other is. Okay. Oh. And if I wanted to be a maniac, I could stack these, right? I could have this with string harmonics. Chaos, chaos, I say. Take a look at my other AudioBrewers reviews for a little more talk about the engine. There's an excellent 20-minute long overview of this instrument on the AudioBrewers site. Super fun instrument. I've kind of talked enough. Check it out, guys. Hey, I hope this has been useful. Like and subscribe and ding the bell. You'll be notified when I do my videos, and I'll see you next time.